Shaping Tomorrow, How AI-Powered Virtual Twins Are Driving Sustainable Innovation. Please give a huge round of applause for the new Managing Director of Dassault Systèmes in Central Europe. Here comes Sabine Scheunert.
Fantastic. Well, many thanks, Jasmin. Wow. Well, welcome everyone and good morning from my side. What a stunning view I have here. Unfortunately, you can't be here with me on stage, but I can tell you it is amazing. So it's a pleasure to see you here for this 3DEXPERIENCE 2024 conference here in this stunning Eisbach Studios. Over 900 people are inside the room. God thanks, because we had a limit at 1,000, and we were already afraid yesterday that we are exploding, but so far it still looks fine. So I'm really thrilled to be here with you to give you a bit of an insight of how I feel and what this is all about. So when I joined Dassault Systèmes 5 months ago, I didn't fully grasp the scope of what is really here, I would say, as a potential. But in these 5 months, I have seen that our innovations aren't just tools or solutions. They are not only software applications. We are transforming industries. We are improving lives. And we are also enabling a sustainable future. We are not just a 50 billion company with nearly 22,000 global employees. We are a trusted partners for many of you as our customers. And I think what we are doing is we are a trusted partner for your competitiveness and your growth. And this in nearly any industries, 12 industries, we are, I would say, the leaders in driving this change. So today we are here to talk about how we can recreate again a stronger future. And I think we also have to admit a stronger Europe, even in face of uncertainties. And let's be honest, the challenges we are facing right now are unlike anything we have seen before. We can't ignore the facts. Orders, and I had the pleasure in seeing one customer last week in Vélizy, for example, in the electrical and digital industry, have fallen by 19%. And the business climate in Germany at this moment has plateaued, but at a very low and disappointing level. So we are witnessing as well the early sign of deindustrialization in key sectors. And I think this is a trend that demands our attention. It's not business as usual. But here's the thing. The instinct in times of crisis is to pull back, to cut cost and wait for the storm to pass. But I would say that's not at all the way forward. I think this is the moment for bold actions, for bold leaders. And I think it's also those companies who are now investing into the right technologies are the ones who will emerge even stronger. I am absolutely convinced. So why invest now? And why should companies now consider virtual twins and other innovations when revenue, again, are down and uncertainty is so high? Because the actions we take now define the future. And second, in a world where AI, automation, digitization are taking more and more over the driver's seat, it's without any alternative. We would say in German, alternativlos. So if you ask me, this brings us to the heart of our discussion today, the virtual twin technology. So why virtual twins, and why now? Virtual twins, enable companies to fully digitize and simulate their entire product lifecycle, from design to production and beyond. We are sitting where the IP of every company is, in your systems of innovation. It's faster, smarter, and more sustainable. So let's talk about what this looks like in real practice. Take, for example, Procter & Gamble. They had a huge recall a couple of years ago, and by using virtual twin technology, they were so successful. They cut their product development cycle because they had to change that plastic bottle that was unfortunately inside that recall, and they were able to find a solution in only 2 months. It would have taken them more than 12. And you can imagine it's an industry, knowing Procter & Gamble, where speed means everything. This is a true game changer. It was a true game changer for them. So imagine the advantage that they had, even though if they were in a downturn. And now let's shift to another world of life science. Here, time literally means saving lives. Companies like Johnson & Johnson and GSK are using virtual twin technology to revolutionize how they develop and test their new treatments. Imagine creating a digital simulation of human biology where treatments can be tested virtually without the need for long, costly physical trials. This technology allows companies to cut years of drug development process, eliminate reliance on animal testing, and ensure faster and also more ethical innovation. So in today's healthcare landscape, this isn't simply a competitive advantage anymore. It's a necessity for that industry. And it's not just about speed. It's about precision, safety, and ethics. Looking at this first virtual real heart, here in the background, still overwhelms me. I have goosebumps now because it was precisely one of these moments where I knew that I want to become part of this phenomenal 3DS Dassault Systèmes company. Moving on, let's look at Germany's most prominent industry, all over in the news, the transport and mobility. And I think yet it's another industry which is currently under huge pressure. And for those of you who know my background, they should know this industry is very, very close to my heart. We have rising fuel costs since years now, stringent emission targets, geopolitical change of power. Look what happens currently in China. And the sustainability expectation, for example, companies like BMW, the Volkswagen Group, Porsche, Renault, but also looking to the aerospace companies like Airbus, for example. So they need to innovate faster than ever. And they are doing it already today by utilizing virtual twin technology. Virtual twins allow these companies to create digital models, enabling them to simulate and refine designs long before now a physical prototype is ever built. And this cuts down not only material use, it reduces waste and allows companies to meet sustainability targets, but also to meet the efficiency targets that are now more and more becoming so important. So imagine also areas like, for example, these battery architecture, something which is still unknown. Yeah, but also the way of how we are creating architectures for software-defined vehicles become suddenly maneuverable and under full control. So in today's environment, where resources are constrained and timelines are so incredibly tight, sustainability and speed aren't just requirements. It's a competitive edge for any. And that's the message I want to drive home. Speed and sustainability are now key differentiators. Moving on, it means that I think it's about the virtual twin technology, the power of that technology where we need to call you to action. It's time to act. The future is unfolding faster than ever. The pressure is going to stay. And those who embrace this game-changing technology, I'm sure, will not just simply weather the storm. They will emerge as industry leaders. And this is also a bit our moment. Because companies and you as leaders who invest into such a brilliant technology, you are going to be the ones driving the future. I remember events in cloud 10, 15 years ago. We talked about the data strategies. But I think very, very soon, you will have plenaries like that. You will have evening events, conferences. And then you will chat on, where's your first virtual twin? What's about your virtual twin strategy? And I think this is something that I would like to create as a spark that you consider. Have you ever joined an evening event, an internal discussion in the cafeteria where you talked about where precisely you place your first virtual twin? So I am convinced that we are the ones in our roles, either in business, in IT, in public roles, also the journalists, that have it in our hands to create a future which is smarter, more efficient, and also more sustainable. So are you ready to reimagine the future and transform today? I am too. And I believe that really together we will. For me, the future isn't something that happens to us. It's something that we create. And I think, therefore, we need to start in accelerating. Yeah? So let's lead the way. Let us be the ones who take bold actions and shape this world for a better tomorrow. The future, as you know, belongs to the bold. So let's be bold, yeah, together. And I'm looking really now forward. We have phenomenal speakers on stage. They will give you the concrete examples on where they are, where they stand, where they still struggle. And with that, again, I think it's about us. We should not perceive the world as everything happens to us. We are the ones, we are in the driver's seats. So therefore, again, please join me in reimagine the future and starting by transforming today. Many, many thanks.